You're watching Fox 22, Bangor. From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a nonprofit on MDI is working to bring accessible bike rides to people with disabilities.
Plus, the Maine Forest Rangers got a new ride yesterday, and another model will be on its way. Details coming up.
And our top story, police discovered a pipe bomb while investigating a dead body in Presque Isle. This and more right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us in the final hour of Good Morning Maine. Let's get a quick look at that forecast with Devin and Biggs. Hopefully that rain has moved out for the rest of the week.
I know, we've had plenty. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. As we start things off this morning, fog's pretty widespread across the viewing area, though, ranging from around 1 to 2 mile visibility, so it may be hard to see for a few of you, so make sure to keep that in mind when making that morning commute. It may be hard to see for a few of you, which is why you may need those low beams or fog lights to be seen. Otherwise, the only dense fog advisory is actually near the coastline at this point. This will actually last until later this morning, though, when things do begin to improve. But zoom things out right now, though, the only thing we're watching at this point is a few showers that have been developing, kind of weakening just a little bit more. We're looping the radar again. I thought I saw a little bit of lightning there, and I did not. So I might have thought I saw some lightning, and I actually did not. So just a few showers out there this morning. As we do zoom things out, we're on the outer edge of this, so we'll get this out of here. Calming down later on tonight, but a slight chance for a shower or storm will be possible as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So Futurecast would say a few showers not out of the question. Later on this evening, things begin to clear out, but here we are right here. More dense fog on the way overnight tonight, and as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. The winds continue to remain rather relaxed, though, ranging from about 5 miles per hour overall or less, and I'll be generally out of the west to the northwest today, so things overall remain rather quiet around these parts. But upper 70s on the way today. We'll call it mostly cloudy with a few showers possible. Overall, the wind will be nice and calm. Later on tonight, though, here we are, upper 50s, mostly clear areas of dense fog again. The wind looking nice and calm. Alrighty, though, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Showers ending, maybe intermittent from time to time. Temperatures overall in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thanks, Devin. First up this morning, new details are being released about a suspicious package found in Presque Isle while police were investigating a death. Maine State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says police were called to 17 Parsons Street at 2 p.m. on August 18th for a report of a deceased man. Moss says they found a pipe bomb, vacated the home, and shut down the road. According to Moss, the bomb team retrieved the device and disarmed it. She says fire marshals have been able to determine that the pipe bomb actually belonged to the deceased person, and it was handmade. Their investigation is still ongoing.
The Kennebec County Grand Jury has indicted a Waterville woman accused of setting multiple fires in her neighborhood. According to court records, 36-year-old Melissa Bresniak allegedly used what looked like a Molotov cocktail to set fires near her Cool Street apartment on June 18th. Police said it appeared she was in a mental health crisis. Bresniak was indicted on 4 counts of arson and 4 counts of criminal use of explosives. A Presque Isle man was indicted in connection with trash can and grass fires near a gas station in Litchfield. Just before midnight on July 14th, police received reports of 2 trash cans on fire near gas pumps at Goel's Shop and Save in Litchfield. 39-year-old Robert Bowring Jr. was indicted for arson and violation of condition of release. And a Lincolnville man was indicted in connection with a robbery at a Big Apple convenience store in Augusta. According to police, 24-year-old Alexander Copeland allegedly entered the store on Stone Street and demanded money. He allegedly fled with an undisclosed amount before police arrived. Copeland was indicted for robbery.
Maine Senator Susan Collins and Michigan Senator Gary Peters have introduced legislation to target an invasive species which threatens blueberries as well as other fruit. It would help protect them from the spread of an invasive pest, the spotted wing Drosophila, or SWD. The Spotted Wing Abatement Trust Act would fund research and mitigation of the pest, which the senators say has caused a 30% loss in blueberry crops for producing states. It has also led to large crop losses for cherries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, peach, and grapes. In addition, farmers have also been hit with increased costs for pesticides and other pest management strategies. Senator Collins said in part, quote, Maine's wild blueberries are an integral part of our state's heritage and play a major role in our state's economy. The pervasiveness of the SWD has threatened the livelihoods of fruit farmers across the country. If left unchecked, it could have serious repercussions for our state's blueberry industry as well.
Governor Mills took part in the Bangor Rotary Club Speaker Series Tuesday. The governor spoke about advancing the people of Maine by pushing for higher quality education, noting that she increased teachers' minimum salaries while in office. Mills says she likes to lead a little differently.
I'm about getting the work done, just getting the job done. We've been through an awful lot these last several years. The people of Maine have been through a lot these last few years. The people of this country have been through a lot these last few years. They earned and need stability.
The Bangor Rotary Club will host one last guest for its special speaker series August 30th. The time is now 8:06. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a hospital will be hosting a free CNA program later this fall. Find out how you can get involved.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. Temperatures in the high 70s, a slight chance of rain around the area. Those clouds will be moving out tonight. It'll be mostly clear skies overnight for the first time all week. Temperatures drop down to a low of 59. Tomorrow we're back up in the low 80s with thunderstorms likely, but we will see more sunshine.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Dine on the deck with a delicious view at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub, now open. Experience outdoor dining at its finest 7 days a week with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Dining on the deck at Ryan's Pub is an unforgettable culinary experience you'll want to share with your family, friends, business partners, or that special someone. Your next visit to the Lucerne Inn will feel like the first all over again.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
LAFD, we will come to you.
An emergency is the absence of choice, robbing us of our safety.
I can feel it coming.
Get off the field!
Oh my God.
911 season premiere September 19th on Fox. Watch anytime. All seasons available on Hulu.
Skowhegan and Fairfield residents impacted by PFAS chemicals will have the chance to voice their concerns at 2 upcoming town hall meetings. Environmental activist Erin Brockovich and her team met with Unity residents back in May to help rid their land and food source of the harmful pollutants. Although Brockovich will not be in attendance for the weekend's town hall meetings, her team will be at the Skowhegan Community Center Friday night at 6:30 and the Fairfield Community Center at 10 a.m. on Saturday to answer any questions revolving around those affected by PFAS.
We're here with you, we support you, and we're going to fight with you. And it's a multi-pronged approach, working with the state, working with the community, working with the law.
For more information on PFAS or the upcoming town hall meetings, log on to pfasmaine.com.
Northern Light Mayo Hospital is partnering with Eastern Maine Community College to provide people with a special opportunity to start a new career in the medical field. The hospital will be hosting a free CNA program later this fall, open to 10 students. Classes will be held at the hospital in Dover-Foxcroft from October 3rd to December 15th. Funding from the Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan and Harold Alphons Center for Advancement of Maine's Workforce allows the training to come at no cost to students. Students will also be introduced to career advancement possibilities.
Well, there's lots of different opportunities, but the most natural one is usually into a nursing career. And we see this often. Our CNAs start enrolling in nursing school and actually continue to work as a CNA while they're in their nursing program.
Those interested in signing up for the free CNA course should call 564-2942.
Maine Forest Service unveiled a new piece of equipment to help advance their mission to protect those in danger across Maine. A.J. Douglas spoke to the pilot who pushed for the new upgrade.
Today I'm excited to unveil this newly acquired helicopter and to say that another one will be on its way as well soon.
On Tuesday, Governor Mills joined Maine Forest Service's Forest Protection Aviation Branch to unveil a new Bell 407 helicopter. The existing UH-1 helicopters are more than 50 years old. Jared Milligan joined the Maine Forest Service 19 years ago and says replacement parts are difficult due to the age of the UH-1 helicopters.
They're getting high in time, a lot of wear-out items, and it's time to get something new.
The Maine Forest Service currently has 6 helicopters to respond to fires, but 5 of the 6 are over 50 years old, which prompted the Maine legislature to approve $6.7 million in funding.
It's a big deal for us. We really feel proud about it, that the state felt comfortable with us getting the new aircraft. You know, it's going to sustain our facility for quite a bit longer.
John Crowley is the chief forest ranger pilot who pushed for newer helicopters. Crowley explains how this new addition will contribute to a variety of missions to help those in need of emergency assistance.
Our primary job is fighting fire, and we work with fire departments all over the state. We also assist the Maine Warden Service is in charge of search and rescue, but when they need a helicopter, they call us. Same with the Maine State Police. When they're on a manhunt or they need people moved, they call us.
The Bell 407 is smaller in size, but will allow pilots to travel at higher speeds. The new helicopter can carry passengers and crew people, which allows Forest Service pilots to complete more tasks. Crowley says this is all a collaborative effort.
We're all comfortable enough working with each other that if they need help, we go, and if we need help, they come.
The new Bell 407 is expected to be in service later this month. In Old Town, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The time is now 8:12. After the break, details on how to take part in the state's pesticide disposal program.
Plus, we'll hear from a school in southern Maine that has been banning certain types of books. We'll have the details when we return.
Next up to bat for the next homies, Luke. Don't strike out this year when selling your home. Hit a home run. Get Luked and get sold with Next Home Experience today.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
Dude, can you believe we're graduating? And they helped us find a great job. Soon we'll be living the dream.
Exactly. I'm incredibly grateful for Maine Job Corps. If it wasn't for them, I'd be working an entry-level job and barely making it.
Let Team Maine Job Corps help find the career that's right for you. Call 561-8516.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
The deadline is approaching for a pesticide program aimed at protecting Maine's natural resources and preventing agriculture pollution. Since 1982, the program has saved more than 250,000 pounds of pesticides from entering the waste stream. Some products include herbicides, insecticides, rodenticides, fungicides, and similar products used in agricultural production or around the home. Homeowners and family-owned farms are welcome to apply for the obsolete pesticide collection program. In order to participate, pre-registration is required by October 8th. Drop-ins are not permitted, and drop-off locations will soon be announced for the areas of Presque Isle, Bangor, Augusta, and Portland. The program is made possible by the Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation and Forestry's Board of Pesticides Control, and the Maine Department of Environmental Protection. Guidelines for disposal and details on registering can be found at thinkfirstspraysecond.org.
A school district in Maine is considering banning 2 books on puberty and sex education from its libraries. MSAD 6 held its first meeting about the ban after a citizen group challenged a book called It's Perfectly Normal. Megan Wilgus is in Buxton with a look at the issue.
I personally agree that the book is patently immoral and undermines parental rights and our society in general. I am concerned we are encouraging emancipatory politics.
The book Perfectly Normal is at the center of a debate in Buxton about what is and is not appropriate material for middle school and high school students. The book is on puberty and sex education that includes topics on the LGBTQ+ community. Bonnie Eagle School District Superintendent Clay Gleason says every book at the middle school is scanned through its inventory system before checkout, which allows parents to flag books they don't want their children to read.
We encourage parents to do that if they have concerns, and that's something that's been going on for many years, actually.
It's not being taught in school, is it? It's just in the library.
Bonnie Eagle High School senior Parker Ward is a member of the LGBTQ community. She questions why parents wouldn't allow their child to read such a book.
They're going to be gay and they're going to be trans, and you can't change them, you can't convert them by just taking that information away from them.
Senior Edwin Nickerson says the book may be all a student has to figuring out who they are.
People are allowed to be who they wish to be, and sometimes we can't even decide that ourselves till we know about it.
Gleason says as the school board works through this process, they'll need to keep one school policy in mind.
Parents have the ultimate authority for their child, but they don't have the ultimate authority for other people's children. So by removing any material, whether it's these books or other materials, we're effectively making a decision for other families who maybe don't agree with that.
The time is now 8:18.
Now let's throw it over to Devin Biggs. He has another look at your full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
All right, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Dense fog will be an issue out there this morning with visibility ranging from about a mile or less across the viewing area this morning. So please be careful as you do make that morning commute. Low beams or fog lights will be necessary as you do make that drive. We do have dense fog advisories in effect along the coast. Lasting till about later this morning as that dense fog will soon begin to go away. We saw an area of low pressure nearby, which is causing a few showers to develop in a few areas this morning. So there's those showers right about in there. Tracking off towards the north and east, so we'll throw that radar into motion. Along with the clouds, this is what we're seeing out there this morning as the center of low pressure is still out towards sea, right about in here, though. So as that tracks off towards the north and east, high pressure will begin to approach right about in here. And now a lot of things remain mostly clear with areas of fog tonight, but a slight chance for a shower or storm on the way for the daytime tomorrow. Again, wave heights are around 2 to 3 feet according to some of the buoys out there. It's looking pretty good along the shoreline. No small craft advisories are in effect at this point. And the winds remaining calm as well, as things will remain rather relaxed for the next day or so. So no major wind on the way anytime soon. Moving forward, though, our average high is 78 degrees. Will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s for the next several days, so this is about normal to what we should be doing for this time of the year. Dew points may be a little bit higher for a few of us, so dew points reaching up into the 60s later on today, so maybe feeling a little bit more humid out there, maybe even reaching for the middle 60s for a few of us. Falling back gradually Thursday into Friday, even into Saturday as well. We have to wait until about late Sunday into Monday before those dew points begin to rise again. Futurecast moving forward, though, a few showers possible today and also into the afternoon, but gradual clearing and the clouds possible by later in the afternoon and at the evening time frame, but things kind of switch over to some concerns of fog again, so I'll have to watch that. Another system starts to approach from the north and west later on tomorrow, which will allow a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm to be possible, maybe even during the evening as well, but afterward, though, just some clouds that we'll have to watch out for. Between now and the weekend, up to another quarter-inch of rain is possible, which is good news. We do need more precipitation, and the amount that we can get at this point will be good news. But at least overall, another quarter of an inch of rain possible between now and Saturday. So a forecast for today, upper 70s, mostly cloudy with a few showers possible. The wind looking nice and calm. Later on tonight, upper 50s, mostly clear areas of dense fog, the wind remaining calm. As we look ahead towards tomorrow, lower 80s, partly cloudy with a slight chance for a thunderstorm with that west breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And here's a look at your extended forecast. More thunderstorms on the way for Friday, highs in the upper 70s again for Saturday with a partly cloudy sky and mostly sunny on Sunday, highs in the low 80s.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead costs.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Supercharged sales event at your Ford dealer. Check out our great offers on select Ford vehicles. And when you lock in your order, we'll lock in your rate. That's right. Place your custom order on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck, and your interest rate is locked. Even if rates go up before your order comes in, you're protected. That's how Ford is supercharging your summer today. Now, place your order and lock in 2.9% APR for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on select Ford trucks.
The Piscataquis Valley Fair, an old-time country fair, August 25th through the 28th in Dover-Foxcroft. This reminder brought to you by Mallet Real Estate Agency for old-fashioned honest service in the Penquist region. Puritan Medical Products, makers of quality disposable medical devices, and Hardwood Products, makers of quality disposable woodenware since 1919. And Johnson Foundations, full concrete foundations, floors, pool areas, slabs, specialty walkways, and walls.
On the next Last Man Standing, Kyle's moving up.
The rule of thumb is that you should always dress for the job you want.
Oh no, I can't come to work dressed like an astronaut.
And a new job means a new look.
Kyle, my boy, look at you sitting there with your suit and tie. You look like one of those madmen.
But is he dressed for success?
It's what they're wearing in London right now.
Oh, hell no. Last Man Standing.
This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
Turning now to student loan debt, a growing burden for tens of millions of Americans. Today, President Biden is expected to announce a plan to cancel some of that debt for some Americans. His plan is expected to affect about 45 million borrowers. The move is stirring controversy on both sides of the political aisle. ABC's Derek Dennis explains why.
This morning, with the power of the pen, President Biden is expected to wipe out $10,000 worth of student loan debt for millions of Americans.
I think every little bit counts. I think a lot of people have much more than that, but I personally think it's a good start, at least, and for a lot of people, it's going to make a big difference.
The plan would affect borrowers who currently make less than $125,000 a year. The move could make Biden a hero to some while igniting fierce criticism among opponents.
I should have done what everybody else did and not paid. Life is about choices, and life is about sacrifices.
Pressure has been mounting on Biden to follow through on his campaign promise to address student loan debt. Talks in Congress have focused on anything from $10,000 worth of relief to $50,000, or even canceling the nation's entire $1.7 trillion student loan tab. Settling on the $10,000 figure is not sitting well with some Biden voters who've demanded more. The NAACP saying, if the rumors are true, we've got a problem. The group warning the president that many student loan borrowers elected him and suggesting $10,000 in relief, quote, is not how you treat black voters who turned out in record numbers. Meanwhile, experts say the president's action could face a legal challenge.
The president, through the Secretary of Education, does have the power to adjust the amount of loan principal that any borrower has. Now, a court could decide they want to interpret it in a different way, and they're going to read it as only applying to smaller amounts of debt cancellation.
Biden is also expected to extend a pandemic-era pause on federal student loan payments, which is set to expire September 1st. As for canceling debt, some experts warn it could prompt colleges to raise tuition costs.
Today marks 6 months since Russia went to war in Ukraine, and there's no sign that there is any end in sight. Vladimir Putin's endgame remains unclear, and now Ukraine is about to get more help from the U.S. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
This morning, the Biden administration is set to announce its largest aid package for Ukraine so far. Sources say the military aid will total about $3 billion, adding to the $10.6 billion the U.S. has sent Ukraine since the war began. Today marks 6 months since the Russian invasion. The UN reports 5,587 civilian deaths in the war so far, but that number is likely much higher. Today also marks a major holiday in Ukraine, Independence Day, celebrating the country's break from Soviet rule in 1991. On the eve of the holiday, new video posted online shows missiles striking the country's second-largest city. Independence Day celebrations have been canceled across the country. President Zelensky warning Russia may be planning, quote, hideous provocations and brutal strikes. The U.S. State Department says Russia is stepping up efforts to strike highly populated areas.
Independence Day has just begun here in Ukraine, and the country is braced for what might happen. But Zelensky doubling down. He's saying that they won't relent until they retake back parts of the country occupied by Russia, not just in the last 6 months, but for years, even Crimea. Forget any peace deal for now. This war looks set to drag on for years.
Meanwhile, growing concerns about the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant in Ukraine, Europe's largest nuclear plant. Ukraine says Russian attacks have damaged part of the plant and briefly cut off power.
The UN is calling on both sides to demilitarize the nuclear plant. Russia has rejected the idea.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll get a glimpse inside the museum in Ellsworth that is operating on their own line of interest.
And we'll hear from a nonprofit on MDI that is working to make Acadia National Park more accessible to those with physical disabilities. This and more local news when we return.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Happy Wednesday, Mainers. It's August 24th of 2022. Devin has that midweek forecast in just a moment.
The British burned down Washington, D.C. on this day in 1814. That's some history for you.
And legend has it that Chef George Crumb at Moon's Lake House near Saratoga Springs, New York, invented a new cuisine on this day 169 years ago, back in 1853, and they were called potato chips.
Yeah, but when did they start getting bagged up for little individual enjoyment?
I don't know. I could really go for foxes, though. Red foxes.
Those are so
good. I know. They really are. I could go for a couple.
Maybe favorite of all time, the salt and pepper. Oh, lovely. Well, Ukraine declared its independence from the USSR 31 years ago today. There still seems to be some conflict over the issue.
And comedian Dave Chappelle is 59 years old today. Looks young. Doesn't look that old.
I know. That's what you get for laughing all the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you get for being a happy person and a comedian.
Right. And today is Pluto Demoted Day. I haven't brought this up for the past couple of hours, but the word demoted makes it so much sadder.
I know. They just kind of they're like, all right, Pluto, we're just going to kick you out. We're going to put you in this other group.
Right. It's like he wasn't performing high enough. Okay. Commemorating the day in 2006 when the International Astronomical Union demoted Pluto from planetary status and designated it as a dwarf planet. And most importantly, the waffle iron is 153 years old today, making today National Waffle Day.
All right, so you got one topping for waffles. You get syrup if you want it. That's an automatic, but you get one topping for a waffle. What is it?
Strawberries.
Ooh, that actually does sound really good. I'm going to go with chocolate. I used to get these waffles on the ski slopes, the Waffle House. They make little waffles and they drizzle chocolate on it. Oh, they're good.
Like Waffle House, the restaurant, the diner?
I don't know if there's any correlation or connection to them, but I do. But they're just little Waffle House. They were so good.
Oh, a literal house.
Yeah, like a little tiny Waffle House. No bigger than the desk we're sitting on right now.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, it was so good. You could just drizzle the chocolate. Oh,
just like Hershey's chocolate sauce?
Yeah, and they came out fresh and warm.
Yeah, that is the key.
Nothing better when it's -10, you're skiing down ski slopes with a waffle in hand.
Oh,
yeah, you can just grab them and go.
With your mitten gets maple syrup.
I always have to take it off because the chocolate would get all over my fingers.
Okay, we have a system. I like that. Well, let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs and see what the system says for today.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. As we start things off this morning, fog's pretty widespread across the viewing area, though, ranging from around 1 to 2 mile visibility, so it may be hard to see for a few of you, so make sure to keep that in mind when making that morning commute. It may be hard to see for a few of you, which is why you might need those low beams or fog lights to be seen. Otherwise, the only dense fog advisory is actually near the coastline at this point. This will actually last until later this morning, though, when things do begin to improve. Let's zoom things out right now, though. The only thing we're watching at this point is a few showers that have been developing, kind of weakening just a little bit more. We're looping the radar again. I thought I saw a little bit of lightning there, and I did not. So I might have thought I saw some lightning, and I actually did not. So just a few showers out there this morning. As you zoom things out, we're on the outer edge of this, so we'll get this out of here. Calming down later on tonight, but a slight chance for a shower or a storm will be possible as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. So Futurecast would say a few showers not out of the question. Later on this evening, things begin to clear out, but here we are right here. More dense fog on the way overnight tonight, and as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. The winds continue to remain rather relaxed, though, ranging from about 5 miles per hour overall or less, and that'll be generally out of the west to the northwest today, so things overall remain rather quiet around these parts. But upper 70s on the way today. We'll call it mostly cloudy with a few showers possible. Overall, the wind will be nice and calm. Later on tonight, though, here we are, upper 50s, mostly clear areas of dense fog again. The wind looking nice and calm. Alrighty, though, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Showers ending, maybe intermittent from time to time. Temperatures overall in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin.
A local brewery is making one of its seasonal beers year-round, and it's benefiting a good cause even more in the process. Rising Tide says its Session IPA, Main Island Trail Ale, will now be available all year. It's usually only brewed in the summer months. Rising Tide says a portion of the proceeds have gone to the Main Island Trail Association for the last 10 years.
That group, also known as MITA, maintains Maine's islands, cleaning up trash and debris that washes ashore.
Being able to see those islands cleaned up, well-maintained, and then still have access to them and keeping them wild. Pack in, pack out, allows folks to paddle out to the islands, take a small sailboat or a small motorboat out to the islands, and really enjoy the coast of Maine in a way that wouldn't be possible in a lot of states that don't have an organization like MITA.
Rising Tide says Mida gets about $1 from every case of its Mida beer, which adds up to many of thousands of dollars. That number is expected to skyrocket now that it'll be sold year-round. And a nonprofit group is working to bring accessible bike rides to people with disabilities looking to explore Acadia National Park.
Madeline Gernhardt has more.
The MDI Wheelers are a non-profit group who have just recently begun to work with the Friends of Acadia to bring electric assist tricycle rides to bikers with disabilities. After completing several proof-of-concept rides this summer with multiple riders, the organization is looking forward to expanding their number of trikes before next summer, when they hope to launch the program. VP of the program, Art Worcester, has been working with the Portland Wheelers and the Friends of Acadia to start up the program in MDI.
We started out the year with the one trike to prove concepts and working with Acadia National Park and Friends of Acadia in alliance with their accessibility program.
The program uses two different kinds of bikes, an electric assist recumbent cycle and an electric assist tricycle, which uses a pilot who pedals and controls the vehicle while a wheeler rides in the wheelchair in the front. Wheeler is a term used by the group that refers to the person riding in the wheelchair part of the trike.
The pilot has got availability. It's an E1 trike, so he's got the pedal assist motor. There are 3 power ratings on the thing, so it has pretty good power to attack the hills with. And there's 8 gears. So you have the opportunity between the gears and that in order to maintain a steady pace up the hills.
The ability to get back out in the park and experience Acadia has been of great importance to the members of the MDI Wheelers, who would not be able to ride the carriage trails otherwise.
I had a stroke 10 years ago, which left my left side very compromised, let's say. And I was unable to get out into the park. I am from this area, so the park has been my backyard since I was a small child. And to not be able to have access to it was devastating to me.
But I've had, as I mentioned, 2 wonderful rides. And we've covered, I think, about the only area that I can cover here. I feel normal again. And as I said, I hope by next summer I'm back to normal and I'll be taking these walks all by myself.
The program is still in its initial phases, and they've just received their main public benefit corporation articles and their IRS 501c3 designation. Worcester says that they would be grateful for the continued support of the community through volunteer work and donations.
The volunteers will be there to ride the trikes and to provide the rides. So we're looking for volunteers, we're looking for donors, sponsors, grant givers, all of those pieces as we continue to build and put this organization together.
The organization plans to get another bike in the winter and will continue to work towards launching their program in the summer of 2023. Their goal is to eventually expand their fleet to include 5 or 6 trikes in the coming years. For more information on the program and how to help, visit mdiwheelers.org. On Mount Desert Island, Madeline Gernhardt, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Telephones are ringing off the hook every Saturday at the Telephone Museum in Ellsworth.
The museum is operated by a small group of volunteers who say they could always use an extra set of hands.
Jody Hersey stopped by to learn more.
Located on the Winkenpaw Road in Ellsworth, residents and tourists alike can learn everything they've ever wanted to know about the telephone.
What we do emphasize is the fact that we have working switchboards, and that if you were to come to the museum, you'd be expected to learn how to become an operator or how to use the dial of a dial phone.
From switchboards to rotary phones, push button, and pay phones, visitors will be able to see all the technology we once used to communicate with loved ones before the invention of the cell phone.
We store all kinds of memories. In some cases, we recreate memories. We had one young gentleman in here one day, "Mom, can we get rid of our cell phone and get one of these phones?"
David Thompson of Bucksport worked for a telephone company for 27 years. He spent another 25 years as a volunteer here at the Ellsworth Telephone Museum. As he approaches his 90th birthday, Thompson said he'd like to see a few more volunteers join the museum.
We have many things that need to be done. We've got 4 document rooms, which would probably take 2 years to completely archive, then all the equipment we've got has to be archived.
The Telephone Museum is open Saturdays by appointment from 10 until 4 during the months of July, August, and September.
What was that?
In Ellsworth, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, yesterday Brewer hosted volleyball teams from across the state for their preseason play day. Dave Peck will have all the details when we return.
We'll be right back.
Breakdowns, collisions, things happen on the road unexpectedly. But here at Phil's Towing, we understand. With years of experience, our friendly professionals are here for you when you need them the most, no matter how big the task or vehicle is. At Phil's Towing, with our heavy-duty trucks, we guarantee an arrival time of 30 minutes or less and are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Give us a call at Phil's Towing. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
In life, many things matter. Black lives matter. Asian and Caucasian lives matter. Police officers and firefighters matter. Youngsters and senior citizen lives matter. Think about it. Every life matters. And it all begins, first in Maine and everywhere, when the protection of the unborn matters.
Remember those summers that were just so perfectly summer?
Brian, come on!
The people, the places, those moments are still out there.
I'm Brian.
Waiting to be found.
Ready, Brian?
Summer won't last forever, so make the most of it during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Save with 1.9% APR financing on most rugged four-wheel drive Tacoma models. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense technology.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Bathfitter doesn't just fit your bath. We fit your life. When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule with our unique tub-over-tub process installed in as little as a day. When high quality is the only quality that matters, we fit your standards with a lifetime guarantee. Bathfitter. It just fits.
Now, with $600 off a complete bath system, it fits your budget too. We've never had a promotion this big, so call or click now.
The most talented home cooks return.
There's someone from every season.
This is MasterChef Back to Win. Don't miss an all-new episode tonight only on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Tuesday marked the second round of cutdowns as NFL teams work to get their rosters to 80 players. And down in New Jersey, former Black Bear Andre Miller was one of those moves, but not at a total loss. The Giants officially placed Miller on the injured reserve, effectively ending his season after he turned heads early on in camp. The Old Town native was gaining significant momentum as a converted tight end before injuring his arm back in late July. Now, NFL teams will set their final 53-man rosters on August 30th, but as of right now, Miller remains with the Giants, so definitely not great news, but at least he is still with the team. And to Miller's alma mater now we go. Maine football held its final scrimmage of training camp on Tuesday. Not a ton of reps for the first team. There was some situational work, but overall, the session was more about developing depth, especially for the offensive line in particular.
It's a grind. It's not meant for everyone, but, the guys that are here do a very, very good job doing it.
That grind is called training camp, and on Tuesday, the Black Bears essentially put a bow on the preseason with their final scrimmage of the summer.
It was good to get a lot of the younger guys reps, get the reps that we needed for our ones and our twos.
And right now, those extra reps are especially important for Maine's offensive line.
It's just building on our depth now, make sure we have the 6th, 7th, 8th guy to be able to come in the game if we need him.
Between injuries or departures from the team, Geraci said the O-line was down to just 8 bodies on Tuesday.
You get down in depth, I think that's where you're going to be, we're going to have to make sure we have the right guys in the right spots at the right times and plays.
But even with limited numbers, Stevens still believes they have the guys to be successful.
Right now, we feel confident with the group we have, and those guys have done a really nice job.
And as the unit's leader, Geraci would agree.
We've been running the ball really well. We've improved a lot on our pass protection lately. So it's just, continue to build those things up a lot.
With preseason now behind them, they'll have 11 days to tie up any loose ends, while shifting their focus to their Week 1 opponent in New Mexico.
You know, we have something here, it's called process over outcome. So every day is just another day, another process of, you know, you got to get through the day before you have to think about the next day. I mean, obviously everyone has their end goal in mind, which is New Mexico right now. But, you know, it's as a veteran, it's just, you know, keep pushing the guys and bringing them with you.
For all the players, coaches, myself, we're just excited to get to this point. I feel like this is, you know, New Mexico, playing the Lobos. That's been something that's been on our mind really since January.
So week 1 is fast approaching for the Black Bears, and we're just over a week until the beginning of the high school fall sports regular season as well. And on Tuesday, some of the state's top volleyball teams convened in Brewer for their annual preseason play day. Brewer Volleyball hosted 6 teams on Tuesday, including state champions Yarmouth and Washington Academy, as well as Gardner and George Stevens, who also made deep runs at the state title last season.
It gives you a chance to see how you compare with other schools and what you need to work on to improve. And so it's just kind of getting an identity that you can work on to reach another level.
It's really important because there's teams from different classes and all over the state of Maine, so you just see the different competition from where everybody's from.
Now, for Brewer in particular, the Witches enter 2022 somewhat in transition. They lost a large portion of their starters from last season, but there's still plenty of growth within the program. Nutter said that 40 girls made either the varsity, JV, or freshman team this season, an uptick from last year and a promising trend for any program.
We're kind of just feeling our way along right now and finding out who can play what position the best. And I've got a lot of young players that don't have much experience. So we're going to grow as the season progresses.
There's definitely been more team bonding, and girls through the team have gotten a lot closer, even though the season has just gotten started and we've only had a few practices. So I'm sure this year will be really good.
Again, one of those teams present at the scrimmage was Washington Academy, the defending state champions, and we will hear more from them later this week to preview their season. For now, let's just continue the theme of preseason right into the Patriots. Another day of practice, but on Tuesday, the first joint session with the Las Vegas Raiders. First note is likely the heat. Highs of 105 during the day, but that's sort of good news for the Patriots, right? Considering they open up week 1 at Miami, a place they have struggled to maybe find their breath in recent years. Second note is the obvious reunion with Josh McDaniels. Of course, he spent the last 2 seasons I should say, as head coach in Denver between his term with the Patriots. We know it didn't end well with the Broncos, but Bill Belichick still had high praise and optimism when talking about his guy this time around.
Josh is the type of person that grows every year. I like to think we all do. You know, we all learn things every year. You know, this will be his opportunity to take whatever that was into a different situation. You know, he wasn't the head coach at New England, so it was different. But here he is, and so you know, I'm sure that he'll take advantage of that. He's a really smart guy, works hard, he's a good football guy, he's a solid person, so I'm sure he'll do well.
So kickoff for the final preseason game, one between the Patriots and the Raiders, is set for 8 p.m. this Friday on Fox. Alrighty, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport. Psst, psst.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase daily stops your body from overreacting to allergens all season long. Psst, psst. Flonase, all good. People today, they could spend half their lives over 50.
I get used to this.
So that's good. Make sure your happiness lives as long as you do. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
Get 2. I'm there for it! It's Vanessa Williams from Queen of the Universe. Plus, this veteran is helping others with dog therapy.
We actually have a very special surprise.
And make the world's most scrumptious cookies.
is the best cookie ever.
Next, Drew.
The Drew Barrymore Show, Wednesday at 3 on Fox 22.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
And with Wednesday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
Natural gas futures hit a 14-year high after Russia announced plans to shut down a main gas pipeline into Europe for a few days. It's being called unplanned maintenance. In the past, Putin has said he would retaliate for European support of Ukraine. The Dow closed down 0.5% Tuesday. The S&P dropped 0.2%, and the Nasdaq closed a fraction lower. It was the third straight down day. The former head of security at Twitter has filed a whistleblower complaint with federal officials. Among the accusations from Peter Zatko, who was fired earlier this year, is that Twitter was deceptive about fake accounts on the platform. Claims about bogus accounts are at the center of Elon Musk's refusal to buy Twitter. And Macy's and Nordstrom are both cutting their outlooks for the year. Both say that's left them with higher inventory levels, which could force some big sales this fall. I'm Leo Jonathan with Wednesday's Business on ABC 7.
And let's toss it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs. He has one final look at our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
All right, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Dense fog will be an issue out there this morning with visibility ranging from about a mile or less across the viewing area this morning. So please be careful as you do make that morning commute. Low beams or fog lights will be necessary as you do make that drive. We do have dense fog advisories in effect along the coast. Lasting till about later this morning as that dense fog will soon begin to go away. We'll see some area of low pressure nearby, which is causing a few showers to develop in a few areas this morning. So there's those showers right about in there. Tracking off towards the north and east, so we'll throw that radar into motion. Along with the clouds, this is what we're seeing out there this morning as the center of low pressure is still out towards sea, right about in here, though. So as that tracks off towards the north and east, high pressure will begin to approach right about in here. And now a lot of things remain mostly clear with areas of fog tonight, but a slight chance for a shower or storm on the way for the daytime tomorrow. Again, wave heights are around 2 to 3 feet according to some of the buoys out there. It's looking pretty good along the shoreline. No small craft advisories are in effect at this point. And the winds remaining calm as well, as things will remain rather relaxed for the next day or so. So no major wind on the way anytime soon. Moving forward, the average high is 78 degrees. Will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s for the next several days. So this is about normal to what we should be doing for this time of the year. Dew points may be a little bit higher for a few of us, so dew points reaching up into the 60s later on today, so maybe feeling a little bit more humid out there, maybe even reaching for the middle 60s for a few of us. Falling back gradually Thursday into Friday, even into Saturday as well. We have to wait until about late Sunday into Monday before those dew points begin to rise again. Futurecast moving forward, though, a few showers possible today and also into the afternoon, but gradual clearing and the clouds possible by later in the afternoon and the evening time frame, but things kind of switch over to some concerns of fog again, so I'll have to watch that. Another system starts to approach from the north and west later on tomorrow, which will allow a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm to be possible, maybe even during the evening as well, but afterward, though, just some clouds that we'll have to watch out for. Between now and the weekend, up to another quarter-inch of rain is possible, which is good news. We do need more precipitation, and the amount that we can get at this point will be good news. But at least overall, another quarter of an inch of rain possible between now and Saturday. So a forecast for today, upper 70s, mostly cloudy with a few showers possible. The wind looking nice and calm. Later on tonight, upper 50s, mostly clear areas of dense fog, the wind remaining calm. As we look ahead towards tomorrow, lower 80s, partly cloudy with a slight chance for a thunderstorm with that west breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And here's a look at your extended forecast. More thunderstorms on the way for Friday, highs in the upper 70s again for Saturday with a partly cloudy sky and mostly sunny on Sunday, highs in the low 80s.
It's graduation time, and alas, many are not exactly sure what their new qualification will bring them. But for the clever few, well, they know that Toyota could reward their hard work with an impressive $500 rebate on any new Toyota. That's right, recent and soon-to-be college grads could get a $500 rebate over and above already great Toyota financing offers. So see your New England Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Oh,
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday all-day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with French fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with French fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
Yes. I'll have what she's having. And you can too.
Get ready for the good dish.
Delicious twist on your favorite comfort foods.
Decadent desserts you can whip up in no time. And game-changing shortcuts.
What's for dinner is about to get way easier.
And way more fun than doing the dishes. So get ready to get dishing.
Weekdays at 1 on Fox 22.
When it comes to flavors that shout summer, it's easy to think about lemon or strawberry. But to me, root beer is near the top of my list. A frosty mug of it is so refreshing. And when you team it with ice cream, it even gets better. Today, we're using root beer as a key ingredient in our barbecue chicken. We start by roasting some bone-in chicken before heading out to the grill. That way, we can be sure the chicken is cooked through and the barbecue sauce won't burn. While our chicken is roasting, we make a homemade barbecue sauce by combining ketchup, a touch of Worcestershire sauce, a few seasonings, light brown sugar, lemon juice, and a good amount of root beer. It adds a spicy, sweet flavor to the sauce. Once our chicken is cooked through and our sauce has simmered for a bit, we slather the sauce over our cooked chicken and head out to the grill to finish things off. And since the sauce never touched any raw chicken, we can keep basting the chicken while it cooks. Once the chicken starts to get all those crispy grill marks, it's ready to serve. One bite is all it takes, and you'll never want to make barbecue chicken any other way. So, what are you waiting for? Go online now and get the recipe for root beer chicken to add to your summertime lineup. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a rootin' tootin' way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Ooh.
Saul Goodman works his magic on viewers. Daniel Craig questions a new lineup of A-list stars and more.
Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
I have to track him. Janny goes on a rescue mission. Craig solves another mystery, and all eyes are on Odenkirk in the Hollywood Nation.
No one knows what we're doing.
Bob Odenkirk's final bow as Saul Goodman pulled in a massive audience. According to Nielsen Live +3 ratings, the series finale of Better Call Saul was the most watched episode of the show, with 2.7 million viewers, surpassing the 1.8 million views that the season 3 finale drew on June 19, 2017. The hit AMC crime drama concluded its 6th season run on August 15th and is up for 7 Emmy Awards. Today's First Looks features a glimpse at Daniel Craig interrogating the star-studded suspects in Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Netflix released 2 images to the sequel to 2019's Knives Out and revealed it will be released December 23rd. The A-list cast includes Edward Norton, Kate Hudson, Janelle Monáe, Dave Bautista, and Daniel Craig reprising his role as super sleuth Benoit Blanc.
We're running out of time.
And the streamer also released a trailer to Lou, starring Oscar winner Allison Janney and Emmy Award nominee Journey Smollett. The action thriller follows a young woman and her landlord on a life-or-death rescue mission to save the woman's kidnapped child. It begins streaming September 23rd.
If you slow me down, I will leave you behind.
In Hollywood, Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Baseball fans and much of the internet divided over a new viral video. It shows a man using a hot dog as a beer straw. It happened at Monday night's game between the New York Yankees and the Mets at Yankee Stadium. A Yankees fan was caught enjoying his hot dog and his beer, all at the same time.
Video of the moment has gone viral, with some people rooting for the new trend and others calling it foul. In a separate video that's also trending, a different man is caught dipping his hot dog in beer. Regardless of how they enjoyed it, Yankees fans all went home happy as the team beat the Mets 4-2. MoviePass is making a comeback next month. According to the MoviePass website, a beta version of the service will launch on or around Labor Day, September 5th. The movie ticketing subscription service allowed fans to see more movies in theaters for a monthly fee.